stop, we will not rest this cause.
We will not stop, we will not rest this cause. We will not stop, we will not rest this cause. Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause. Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause. CUNY right now! We want justice to stay high!
This way, so they can see you from the outside.
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
Palestine will live forever! We will not rest this cause! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! We will honor fallen martyrs! Our mothers, sons, and daughters! We will honor all our mothers, sons, and daughters!
Yes.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, like, everyone knows who I am, so everyone knows who you are. Yeah. Everyone knows who I am?
Yes. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Josh Brumberg, the interim president at the Graduate Center. All right. Bobby, just is fair, right?
Yeah, no, it's fair. How'd you feel?
Yeah.
It's your building. Okay.
It's not my building, but just make it clear.
Okay. So in full transparency, right? Everyone in this building right now will leave, and the rally will leave if you do two things.
Okay.
Okay. The first thing is you will publicly, in a video and in a written email to CUNY admin, demand that all the charges for the CCNY encampment arrestees be dropped.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay.
We need it on video and we need it in an email.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two is that no one in this room and no one outside will face consequences. If you do the first demand, we will all disperse once both demands are done.
Right. So thank you, whoever. So the easier answer to number two, which was if you disperse, there'll be no charges or anything. The answer is absolutely yes. I mean, I do, as I've said in many different forums, I believe you have a right to say what you want to say. I think you're doing that here. I wish you didn't put stickers on our wall, but that's fine. If you leave and we come to some sort of agreement, yes, no consequences to any of the students who are in this building. I can't speak beyond what I can control in this building. So I see many of my students here, they would suffer no consequences for this. So that's the easy answer. The first answer is I don't have the authority to say that.
No, you need to demand it. I'm not saying you have the authority to do it.
Well, yeah. So
just say it.
no, I personally, look, I haven't seen what all the charges are. So, but I think if students were engaged in a peaceful encampment,
Demand that it be dropped.
life is not life.
Facing felony charges.
Wait. I can only talk to one. I only can talk to one. I can only talk to one person at a time.
Okay.
I will answer every question or to my best of my ability, but I can't answer two questions at once.
Just make the statement.
I'm just gonna say one thing, right?
Yeah, please, Mary.
Okay, between Columbia and CCNY, there were very disparate charges. Very, very disparate charges.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's a statement. You can look it up. So what we can do is we can give you time to think about it, but those are our demands.
Right, and I answered number two in the correct fashion. I understand you want number one, but I'm not.
Number two can happen without number one. We're not going to leave unless number one happens.
All right, and let me make sure, because obviously I don't have the authority to say what you'd like me to say, so I have to talk to other people. Because I don't, because I'm not going to make statements based on not knowing all the facts.
Okay, we'll give you time to.
And as graduate students, many of the people, I know I understand what some of the charges are. I don't know all the charges.
Guys, we'll give you time.
Miriam just told me how many people.
We'll give you time. We'll give you time to look them up.
Stand up for your students!
I do stand up for my students.
That's not true!
I am standing up for my students.
You're not.
Yeah,
Several
you're
of them
not.
are facing felony charges for protesting
interesting, but it was because I haven't seen them yet, the charges. So once again, I'm speaking from ignorance.
You didn't want to Google it. It's been like a week.
We'll give
Well,
you
no,
time
no,
to
because
research.
there's just a list of a
It's
lot
okay,
of
we'll
stuff.
give you can have like 30 minutes to go look at that.
30
I'm so serious.
The DA has said that the CUNY students got felony charges for the same thing that Columbia students got.
Can you forward that to me? My email's
We
pretty
can
public.
literally show this to you right now. We can take a break, we can give you time, and we can give you all the information. Full
Right, just
transparency.
forward.
But you know, if you
No,
want
no,
to
but we're not
first-
leaving till.
No, I understand.
You
Here.
want
I understand. I'm not saying.
first
Did I ask you?
amendment.
I
No,
said.
I'm just
I
saying-
said. Can you just email that to me
Yeah,
so
we
I
can do
can
that right
see it
now.
for myself? I'm happy to look at whatever you want to show me. I've never not done that.
Okay.
People here know me better. I will answer all the questions, but I also will only do what I can do.
Okay, but you will stay here and look at the information.
Right. If you send me information, I will read the information.
Okay.
I can promise you that.
Now. Just
You
send-
send it to me right now.
Okay.
I guess I will
Okay.
go. You can
So we're
watch
gonna
me
give
read the
you, we're gonna give you
information.
30 minutes, and we're gonna give you all the information.
Okay, you
Okay?
can send. You can send to me what you have.
Okay.
It's gonna be on my phone, so it's gonna be a little slower.
We have laptops you can borrow. If
We
you-
want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Student revolution now!
Student revolution now!
Fight, fight again!
Fight again!
Israel will never win!
Israel will never win!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Whose campus? Whose campus? It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel!
Israel, go to hell!
Israel, go to hell! Wall by wall!
Imperialism will fall!
Imperialism will fall!
Students,
Students, hold your ground!
NYPD back down!
NYPD back down!
Where do you want to stand?
Stay wherever you want.
Huh? No. So, I mean, you're not going to be happy with all the things I'm going to tell you. So I'm just going to preface that because I think people here will say I'll give you an honest answer. And that's all you can ask of anyone. You can give me honest answers, I can give you honest answers. So we'll start with the easy one. As I said, we want everyone to go home. We don't want anyone to experience any harm. And as the ultimate decider of discipline in this building, anyone who leaves tonight will receive obviously no disciplinary charges. We would just work to escort you out. We don't want more people coming in. So that's the answer number 2. All right. The answer number 1 is obviously much more complicated. I did, thanks to, I don't know your name, for ultimately sending me the articles. I read all of them, and I read, Chris gave me this sheet, which I read. And I still think it's extremely unclear. I tried to make some calls. Chris saw me make some calls that the folks, I think it's very clear to me, those that were in the encampments at both sites, that being Columbia and CCNY, received either misdemeanors or desk tickets. I know that's not the exact name, but you know it. It's not clear to me that those in Hamilton Hall, none of the articles make specific reference to that. I did try to get more information, made some calls, and I think the answer is it's unknown. So it's not clear to me that, at least with whether the folks in Hamilton Hall, none of the articles reference that specific incident, which is where you've told me that the students, right. What you said is, I forgot the number, you said 22, I don't remember. Thank you, Chris. Some number of students were received felony charges, and from what I understand, that was due to going into the Wiley Administration Building, and I don't know much beyond that. All I can say is, in my role as the GC president, I will work to make sure that any students who want to continue and work towards their degree, if that was ultimately their goal, I will ensure that that can happen. But I'm not in a position to make a public statement to the district attorney. I think that process
We
will
are
go
asking you
through.
to make a statement to the CUNY administration. Call on them now to drop the charges and to not comply with the investigation. You don't have to make a demand on the DA, just your administration, just your boss.
say the more definitive a stand I make, the less maneuverability I have, the less maneuverability you
What
have.
about the maneuverability of your students?
I am working.
Facing felony charges, protesting genocide, and standing on the right side of history. Why can't you stand on the right side of history?
I support the protests against the war. I've said that consistently from the beginning. I've never deviated from my support and my willingness to allow freedom of expression. The only thing that I've said in that regard, you've all read this, is that words can sometimes hurt other people, and I do compliment you at the grad.
To be facing years in jail for protesting your
I did not say that.
So
I
what
did
are
not.
you losing? Hold on.
All I can do is advocate for my students and advocate for what happens in these four walls.
do it.
And I am.
Call for the charges to be dropped. It's very easy.
I'm not yelling at you.
Okay, please do
I
it.
said, wait, Miriam, you've been very respectful. What I'm just saying, as we said from the beginning, I'm happy to stand here and answer every question you ask. You're not going to always agree with my answers. I'm not going to like your questions. That's fine. But as long as that discourse is civil, I will stay here and answer your questions.
Is it civil for people to be facing years in jail for protests? Is that civil?
If it is
And
just...
to have faced brutality by the NYPD, 300 cops entering into campus, attacking your students, is that civil?
That's fine. So look, I wasn't there. I don't know all the facts. I don't know, some of you I know were there and have eyewitness accounts. My feeling is that violence has no place on a university campus.
Take the cops off the campus.
The camps, if you notice, to whoever, I did not arrest any students. I did not. I understand that, but you're saying I arrested my students, and I am just
I said
correct.
the
NYPD did arrest
They were
them.
violent. You said you don't like violence.
Yes,
We're
that, and
asking you,
I.
hold on, so we're
Condemn the
asking,
violence.
You
okay,
can-
we're asking you two questions.
Yes.
First, what are you losing by making them command? You're saying you're gonna lose maneuverability. What are you losing by making them stand up for your students? Who I will say one thing, you're saying for these four walls, CUNY is one system, and these undergrad students will come to your school. These are going to be your future students.
Well,
what are they gonna say if you don't care about them now?
Well, I would say, first of all, I do hope they choose to come and study with us at the Graduate Center.
So what are you
So
losing
thank you
by
for
not
saying.
making that
What
commitment?
I am. Ultimately, I'm responsible to other people. We all have bosses. And so there's only certain things I can say. I am the interim president. If I say certain things, I am gone, and you'll get to deal with someone else. Maybe that's what your ultimate goal is.
Your students are giving up their futures and careers before they even got the chance.
First of all, the way, as Miriam mentioned, there are my students in the meta level, but the only ones I have impact on are the students at the Graduate Center. What happens
So
to
stick up for them.
I do stick up for
Oh,
them.
coward.
I think I have a very strong track record for standing up and working with them collaboratively to try to understand their issues and help them get to where they want. These things don't happen overnight. It's not made through just statements in public. It's through working collaboratively, sitting down with students over many, many weeks and months, because some of the issues that we deal with are very complicated.
Yeah. People are dying every single day.
Well, no, yes, and look, I've said it, and you have a billion times on tape. I abhorred the violence that's going on in Gaza. I supported the. I'm not going to get into definitions. I will agree that what is going on there is horrific, and I've said that from the beginning. And I want to find ways in which I can support your activism and find ways in which we can make meaningful.
We asked you for one thing. We have 5 separate demands. We asked you for one
Well,
thing.
two, but
No,
yes.
I'm telling you, we have CUNY
Yeah.
campus has 5 demands.
No, I'm aware. I've read the
yeah,
union.
we asked you for one thing
Yeah.
because we knew you were not even going to think about those 5 things. We asked you for one one thing.
Right.
To stop being a coward and just make a demand for your students. One thing. And you can't even do that.
No, first of all, I would not characterize what I'm doing as a coward. That's your account. You can say that. I don't think a coward would stand here and
What are you
talk-
losing by saying yes to this command? What are you losing?
I'm not going to go into specifics. At some point, you have to trust that I am trying the
trust you.
hardest. And look, Miriam, that's fine. You don't have to trust me. All you can say, Chris.
I have a quick
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So you say you don't have the authority.
Right.
So can you put us in touch with someone that does have the authority?
I can try to do that. I can't make someone else talk to you. Well, you know, I
He's
can't.
our chancellor, though.
That I understand. And all I.
You can publicly ask them though to speak.
Yeah,
to
okay.
Right?
If I were to do that, I would almost guarantee you're not going to get the answer. What I say, diplomacy works best in the shadows. You might not like that, but that's just historically a fact. The
What happened
more-
to transparency?
Oh, I believe.
We've got a statement here.
Okay, my name is Susan. I am the Officer for Outreach for the DGSC. We now have an official statement from the DGSC co-chairs. This has not been endorsed by all the steering officers. It has been endorsed by the co-chairs, who are the elected representatives. Dear Josh, the protesters in the lobby and library of the Graduate Center have the following demands. 1, the charges against participants in the encampment are dropped and that CUNY admin refused to participate in their investigation. 2, the charges are not pressed against anyone participating in the protest inside or outside of the Graduate Center currently. We, the co-chairs of the DGSC, endorse these demands and ask that negotiations are made to meet these ends. Separately, we ask that the NYPD are not given permission to enter the Graduate Center and that students may continue peacefully protesting until their demands are met. Sincerely, Chris, Sam, and Sayantika.
We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. It is right to rebel. Protesting is not a crime.
Protesting is not a crime!
CUNY to Palestine.
From CUNY to Palestine!
Protesting is not a crime.
Protesting is not a crime!
You were willing to ask and advocate for your students. So
Correct.
we have sent you an email with our 5 demands.
All right, was it sent to my personal
Yeah,
email?
you just sent it,
Okay.
just sent it. You
I
can
haven't-
confirm it, yeah.
well, let's
Okay.
confirm that. We'll do this together because we've always done that together. All right, so it's
Yes.
presumably that one.
Yes.
That what you sent? Okay, I don't have my glasses on. I can't read
Okay,
it, but
I promise
okay.
you that's it. Okay. So we've sent an email with our original 5 demands from the Gaza Solidarity Encampment with an additional demand that we are calling on CUNY admin to drop all charges. We are asking you to email it to the chancellor and to email it to those who are in charge, and we are asking for you to ask that we are requesting a meeting to discuss this. We were saying that you cannot make any decisions based on this, so we're asking to speak on those who can.
Okay, because I do want to count. I will CC one person.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
And he's going to CC one person from the GC student government so that that person will then send it to all GC students in full accountability that he did send it to the chancellor. And if you feel that the board of trustees need to be included in that email to make decisions, you can also include them as long as those are the people that are making the decisions.
Got it.
You know the big people.
All right, Miriam, fine, agreed. And I'll CC. I know he's on the way in because they let it. I'm going to CC Sam Ohana, who is the co-chair for business, which is our equivalent of the president of the DGSC. I think that's the appropriate official. Is that agreed?
And with the understanding that you would forward it.
But he's the three co-chairs. He's the only one whose name I could send it to Chris, Kim, and Sionica.
Yes.
Although, please email me Sionica's email because I can't. Yeah, I can't spell it.
Okay, and just in full transparency, I'm going to read the email that was just sent to you.
Please,
Okay?
please.
So the CUNY Gaza Solidarity Encampment demands, number one is meeting with requesting to meet with CUNY Chancellor and Board of Trustees to discuss the below demands. The demand I just shared with you, to call on CUNY administration to drop all charges and decline to participate in all prosecutions of participants in the CUNY Gaza Solidarity Encampment and related protest actions. In addition, we also demand that you share the 5 demands, the original demands from the CUNY Gaza Solidarity Encampment. I'm going to quickly go through them. 1, immediately divest from all companies complicit in the imperial Zionist genocide. Number 2, boycott, including ban all academic trips to the Zionist state. Number 3, solidarity, releasing a statement affirming the rights of the Palestinian people to national liberation and the right of return. Number 4, demilitarize CUNY, Harlem demilitarize IOF and NYPD officers off all CUNY campuses. And number 5, a people's CUNY, demanding a fully funded free CUNY that is not beholden to Zionist and imperialist private donors. These were the original 5 demands of our encampment, and like in full transparency.
Put in information. I really don't know. What is IOF?
The IOF forces.
Okay, thank you.
Because they're occupying, but not defending anything. It's not their right.
Okay. I mean,
okay.
you might want to spell that out. I don't know if that's commonly known what that is. Okay.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're not leaving till we see the email.
Okay, I'm going to go next door, send that email. Well,